This is Charlie Mike, the podcast. Veterans helping veterans, talking about things happening in the veteran community, things we've experienced and overcome, such as addictions, PTSD, depression, legal trouble, and we also promote veteran-owned businesses. If you're talking about it, we're talking about it. This is Charlie Mike, the podcast.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Charlie Mike, the podcast. As always, I'm your host, Raul. Today, I have a special guest by the name of Ryan. Ryan, we have a very close mutual friend who connected us so we could learn a little bit about each other. Ryan, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about this dude early childhood. Where are you from originally?
Born in a little town called Belleville. I don't know if you know where that is.
Texas.
Over by Brenham.
Yeah. We had we did dove hunting.
Oh, okay.
In Brenham.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And then raised in Galveston.
In Galveston?
And graduated from there, everything. And then got bored with college. I tried college for about half a semester and went to the recruiter's office. And that was it. Yeah.
Around what time was that?
Oh, God. November 98.
98.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Long time ago.
Yeah. So what did you, was it ever in the thought? Was it ever something that you thought
when I was a
about?
kid, I was like, man, I'd love to do, go be in the military, do something, something more than what most people do. And I was trying to get college credits, did AP classes in high school. So I thought I was good. And then
You're smart.
I was.
Okay. No, you don't lose.
I got hit in the head a couple times.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But they wouldn't accept my AP credits. So I was like, man, I ain't doing this all over again. So
The college wouldn't accept
the college wouldn't accept the AP
That's crazy.
credits. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a junior college too. So it was like real stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So you just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this military thing.
I went to the Air Force and then Army recruiter. Air Force, I was a little heavy, and Air Force was like, no, we ain't doing this. And then
What were you sitting at?
oh God, 230, 240.
Oh, you were a little on the bigger side. But
Yeah.
you're a tall guy though.
Yeah. But they were only allowing me like 200.
Okay. Shit.
But Army gave me a waiver and all that, so I was able to go through the Army and
So you went through basic training and everything in 98?
98, 99. Yeah,
98,
I graduated
99.
in March 99.
So where was your first duty station at?
Fort Drum in
Fort-
New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Jesus. Did you get there during the winter or summer?
I got there in March,
Yeah.
or May. No, I got there in May, and it might as well have been. I mean, there was still like snow flurries and all that going on.
That's craziness.
Fort Drum had just come off of a bad winter freeze, and it destroyed a lot of the buildings, stuff like that. So,
And that was actually one that I never wanted on my list. Yeah, I was actually grateful that I didn't get it.
oh, the weather was terrible. The units were amazing.
Were they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, real Army type shit.
Oh
huh?
yeah, to the mountains where it's at.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yeah.
So 99, first you at Fort Drum, man. Let's talk a little bit about 9/11. Okay, so where were you 9/11? Let's
So I was at JRTC actually. We were
Really?
we were training for a deployment to Kosovo.
in Louisiana.
Yeah, we were in the middle of our force on force, and they came out. The OCs came out. POSEX, hey, two planes hit the Twin Towers in New York. If you have family from New York City, you get to come with us, and then everybody else game on. I mean, back to training.
Yeah.
We didn't really see any of the footage until about 2 weeks after.
Oh, no
Yeah,
access.
none. We were out in the field, so it was whatever.
Man, y'all's thoughts and minds must have been like just racing.
Well,
through.
we didn't know if it was part of the training sim or what.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
'cause we were,
Yeah, it could have been a scenario.
Yeah.
I got you.
and we were just like, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then we get out, and even at like the cop that, when we rotated out, they had the there, and all it was on loop was the planes hitting.
That's crazy. And at that moment, did y'all hear whispers of deployments and all
Oh
that?
yeah. I mean, we were already slated to
Mhm.
go to Eastern Europe, so
Okay.
we did that first. But one of my sister units in my battalion my brigade was part of Anaconda, all that good stuff.
Oh,
And,
yeah. Okay, yeah. My I missed that deployment, but I came in when they were coming back. So we had 6 months on the ground, and then we went
yeah.
back overseas. So yeah, man, what did you was it everything you thought?
Which part?
Well, let's talk about the military in general.
Oh, in general?
Yeah,
The bonds were more than I can ever.
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to describe to people who haven't experienced it.
That's true, man. And that's one thing, to this day, I get off the phone with my battles, man, my
Hmm.
buddies, and just like, man, I love you, man. Just, because it's just like we haven't spoken in years, but when we do speak when we do see each other, it's like nothing ever skipped a beat.
Yeah, we have a group text with some of the core guys that we were with in drum, and yeah, but I mean, I was in drum, and then I was at 4ID and Hood, and then Carson.
Yeah. Oh, you were at Hood too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was part of that unit move thing
Uh-huh. Oh, when they came from
from Hood to Carson.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm a lot tighter with the guys from 10th Mountain than I am from the
Did you deploy with 10th Mountain?
Kosovo, Iraq, then Afghanistan.
Yeah. Oh, you got them all. Yeah.
I did the big ones twice each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And how many years did you serve?
From November 98 to August 2012.
22. Oh, man, you got some years in there. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what you retired disability?
No, I got fat boyed out.
No. After all that? Are you serious?
Yeah, I was a troublemaker though. I
What,
mean,
what was your rank when you got out?
sergeant,
Mhm.
E5.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
man, I was E5 and an E6 twice.
I was an E5 twice. Yeah,
Mhm.
I drank way too much.
Yeah.
And drove. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah, so I
That'll get
got
you.
in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that'll get you. What would, out of your deployments? No, not out of your deployments. Out of your duty stations, what's one that you would go back to real
Oh,
quick?
drum any day of the week.
Over Carson?
Over Carson.
What?
Carson's beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
the units were where it killed.
They were crap.
And I mean, drum is really outdoorsy too. There's a lot of hunting and camping and all that good stuff out there.
Yeah, man. And one thing I loved about Carson was that you could go whitewater rafting and snowboarding in the same day.
Oh yeah, and then hit the bar later. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right there.
Yeah, it was all compacted right there. Yeah.
That was definitely one of my favorites. I did my first duty station was Fort Stewart.
Okay.
I was at Fort Stewart, deployed with them twice, and then I went to Fort Carson. I was at Fort Carson, went to Fort, what is it? El Paso? Fort
Bliss.
damn, I couldn't even remember it. Fort Bliss, and I was at Fort Bliss, and then I got out at Fort Hood.
Oh, I gotcha.
So when I was at Carson, they said, "Hey, you're a Texas boy, ain't you?" I said, "Yeah, you want to go back to Texas?" "Yeah, let's go back. I want to go back." I'm thinking Fort Hood all
Yeah.
day. They sent me to Bliss. I'm like, "Man, this is Mexico. This ain't Texas." Yeah.
Well, and even like Fort Polk is closer than Fort Hood is.
Yeah.
So
That drive is,
Yeah.
is insane. Actually, it's still longer. It was still longer for me to drive from El Paso to Houston than it was from Carson to Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, nobody understood that.
No, I didn't understand it. And I did it. Yeah. So man, out of all your military, you spent so much time in there. I'm guessing it raised you from a man,
Yeah.
from a boy to a man.
I mean, so growing up, man, my dad died when I was really young.
Mhm.
And so really not a whole lot of,
You mind me asking how?
he was in a car accident
Okay.
when I was 2 years old,
Yeah.
and not a whole lot of positive male influence in my life.
Right.
I mean, I joined the military and I found like that male camaraderie, that family,
Yeah.
I mean, I had my mom, my brother, my sister, all that good stuff. It just,
Are
and
you the oldest in the family?
I'm the middle. My older brother is, I guess you would call him level 3 autistic. So
Okay.
he's on the extreme side of autism.
Mhm. So yeah.
So I'm basically the oldest.
So
Yeah.
you have to care for him 24/7.
I help my mom now with that.
How was that? I know it's got to be a lot on your plate.
It's not bad because my parents are still, my mom and my stepdad, they're still young enough to do it now. So
Right.
I only help when they need help.
Yeah.
But I will be the primary
Yeah.
here in the future when they can't do it
Mhm.
anymore.
So you were telling me about your daughter a little bit.
Mhm.
So man, how does it, dude? It's crazy to think that we have 20-year-olds. Like I
Oh.
have my daughter Faith is 21.
Golly.
My daughter Layla and Aubrey, they're
Mhm.
both 14.
Hmm.
And then our little Charlie is 15, 16 months.
Yeah.
So
Oh, is she already a year?
yeah,
Golly.
man. Yeah, it's sporadic. The growth. I mean, the timelines. You only have one?
I only have the one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. Like she's the age I was when she was born
Hmm.
now. So it's like, and she graduates college this May. And
Yeah.
that's crazy too for me.
That's awesome.
I'm proud of her. I always give her a hard time because that's what dads do.
Oh, of course.
She's a little sensitive because that's what the young kids are these days. So-
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a pretty strong relationship, I think.
That's good, man. Did she? So her growing up, she kind of saw all versions of you, huh?
Not really. Her mom and I split up when she was real young. So
Mhm.
we realized that it wasn't working when she was 6 months old.
And sometimes it's the best. you
Yeah,
know?
and she stayed with her mom most of the time. Obviously, I was still in the Army, and I was in 10th Mountain. We were the highest deploying division in the Army, so every other year I was gone.
Yeah.
And I would come home, visit with her. You know, when I was stateside, we would get her 1 week for spring break, 1 week for Christmas, and then most of the summer.
Yeah.
So she's seen it. She doesn't really. She acts like she tells me she doesn't remember it. I don't know if she does or not, but she says she doesn't really remember that transitional part of it.
What with being away from the military, that was your first time being away from the family in
Oh
general?
yeah.
Yeah. How did you take that, especially being away from your brother and your sister?
I did better than my family did. I think I
Yeah.
adjusted a little better. I think I needed that little bit of freedom to grow. I mess with my mom now. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna, this war's kicking off again. It's time for me to pick it back up. And
Say you're crazy.
oh yeah, she yells at me.
Sit down, old man.
That's it.
Yeah.
But oh goodness, one time when I was over in Iraq, comma blackout because somebody got hit.
Man,
My sister was a senior in high school at the time, and she was talking to an Army recruiter. And so the recruiter shows up during this combo blackout to my mom's house in uniform and knocks on the door, and my mom pretty much passed out.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Did he not think that through, huh?
No, then I mean, she had the the star out in the yard and all
Yeah.
that, and he was just like, not a care in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That he's more worried about the numbers on that aspect,
that's
I'm
it.
assuming.
That is it.
Yeah. You know what? I remember throughout the military, I had my different type of leaders. I'm sure you experienced it too. Did there any of them that you've had that you think back like, oh man, that's the one?
But yeah, there's a couple that I didn't care for then.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were asshats. They
Yeah,
were,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, well, they were tough, is what it really was.
Was it tough? Because there's a difference between tough and an asshat.
No, he was a tough guy. He was just very tough, very by the rules. There's a couple of them actually. I had a platoon sergeant that was before he came to my unit was in the Night Stalkers with the Mogadishu
Oh,
crowd. Yeah, he was a door gunner for the Blackhawks.
yeah.
And we were like, hey, can you show us your record? He throws us his paper, like half of it's blacked out, and
Yeah. That's it.
yeah, I mean, and then the one that really comes to mind, he was my first sergeant. Well, he's my platoon sergeant, then my first sergeant. He eventually became a sergeant major. He was a good dude. When I was going through a lot of trouble for drinking and all that, he's the one who hammered me. So of course I didn't like him then.
Right.
I went from E5 to E4, got moved to a different company, all that good stuff, and we deployed to Afghanistan. And this dude, from what I hear, I mean, the guys told me he took shrapnel to the head and was like fighting medics off to keep him from being, medevaced out.
Yeah.
He wanted to stay with his dudes, and it's just great dude. We're friends now.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
like Facebook, contact, all that. But at the time, I didn't care for him because
Yeah. I can imagine.
he was the hammer.
Yeah. I've had some crazy leaders, and I've had a lot of shitty ones. And when I started to make rank, I said I wanted to take the best of each one, and that's what I wanted to be. Even with my faults, I never let the soldiers see my faults. So it was all that I did behind doors.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, you think it's behind doors.
well, yeah, until you kick the door open.
That's it.
Yeah. So you got out, and they got you out because of weight.
Yeah. I was in the Fat Boy program, lost body fat percentage, but I went up like 2 pounds.
Mhm.
And so they were like, you're done.
After all that,
Yeah.
and then
No more need for me is really what it was.
Yeah. So what do you say? You got a percentage to the VA? You're doing all that?
Oh yeah, I'm 100%.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
P&T. So
Yeah.
I don't, nothing to worry about, I guess.
Right. Man, it sucks that they got you. I would have definitely fought for some type of retirement.
Well, at that time,
And thinking it through.
well, no, it wasn't even that. It was I was the unit I went to with 4ID killed any aspiration for me to stay in the military.
Yeah.
I had really terrible leadership, and it was all the whole, well, you know how it goes, the whole look at me, what will this benefit me? And that wasn't how I was brought up. I was brought up to, soldiers first, and then I worry about me.
It's funny when you say soldiers first. Till this day, I still am the last one to eat at the house. And they don't understand it.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
like, yeah, Yeah,
But you're
then,
usually the first one done though, too.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Yeah. You know, throughout your life and transitioning out of the military when did you realize there was a problem? Was it before while you were still in the military?
Yeah, it was definitely while I was in. I thought that I can control it.
Mhm.
I thought I could do it by myself. I didn't need help or anything like that. But there was definitely a problem there. And I mean, I was 11 Bravo, man.
Oh, y'all were doing it.
Yeah, and you go and get help and you're a pussy, you're
Yeah,
this or that.
yeah.
And it was always, they never looked at you, you know, like you were an asset once you started asking for help.
Right.
And I even did it to guys, and I've since then apologized to them and told them, hey, man, it's not who I am now.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I got out is when I really started to get help. And I actually had a counseling session this morning.
Did you?
But yeah,
Good, man. Good.
it's a lot. And I mean, they trying to say the benefits of the help that you receive are greater than any kind of punishment or anything that you or how people look at you, whatever.
Right.
You got to get right for yourself.
Yeah,
Get that peace.
For you.
Yeah.
For you. That man, that's definitely it. Did you have was there like a oh shit moment when you got out? Or was it just
It was actually while I was in.
Uh-huh.
So I had my second DUI in Colorado. I was home on R&R from Afghanistan, and I got so drunk that you remember I-70? The east-west?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Over by the Air Force Base?
Right.
I drove the wrong way down the highway
Oh shit, that did.
and went head to head with a minivan. Had a couple kids in it.
You hit it.
I hit it.
Oh.
Thank God they weren't hurt.
Mhm.
That was the only saving grace I got from that. And then I was like, man, I need to quit this.
Yeah.
I mean, it took a couple years before I actually did.
Right.
But now it's going on 10 years sober now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Man.
It's crazy, dude.
How does that feel?
It's good. It's normal for me now.
Right.
Other people though, they're, you know, like I'm single, so I try to date and whatever.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, let's go out for a drink. No, I don't do that, you know. So it's
Are you still having trouble being in that surrounding?
no, I don't.
Prefer to put yourself in a situation?
Well, and if somebody has the drink to have fun, I really don't want to be around them all the time.
Man, makes sense. I like it. And that's amazing, man. 10 years, no small feat, man.
I mean,
You
I
definitely-
guess California sober is the way you say it.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with that.
No, but
Man, sometimes you just need that little
something.
There
Yeah.
you go. I definitely that California sober. I learned that word from her, you know that?
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Man, so Jesus. So you got out and so you just started working IT?
No, so dude, I had no idea what I was doing anymore. I mean, being combat MOS, you
Yeah,
don't you have nothing to
yeah.
transfer over to. I did a million different things in the military, and then
Mhm.
trying to figure out what I wanted to do when I got out. I've jumped around jobs. I worked in a warehouse. I previously worked at a gun store and gun range. Then I worked IT, and now I'm back at a gun store
Mm-hmm.
while I'm taking IT classes again. It's, you know,
Yeah.
it's just been a lot.
That's good. So your long-term feat is to stay in the IT
Yeah, oh,
world?
yeah.
That's where it's at.
It is,
You can't-
allegedly.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Until
That's-
AI takes all our
That's
jobs.
exactly what I was going to say. So with coming out of the military, man, do you remember one of the most hardest parts about coming home?
Never feeling at home.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know I had this place and I was supposed to be here, but it was never felt home.
Right.
I felt more at home with my boys back in the barracks or back, you know,
Yeah.
in the cops overseas or whatever than I did for a long while here.
I think people don't understand I guess the camaraderie that you miss. And I know for the longest time when I got back in the States, I was so used to always having people in my house that it got to the point where it was just me and I was alone.
And too quiet.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, what do I do now? I don't, yeah. But definitely just the camaraderie. I feel you on that.
Yeah, and I mean, no slight against my family or anything,
Right.
because they love me and I love them.
Mhm.
But we didn't have that connection that I did with the camaraderie, the sense of being or belonging that you do with the military.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And you say you still maintain a lot of relationships.
I try to. I mean, of course, life gets in the way.
Right.
Everybody has kids, and
Yeah.
some have grandkids now.
That's
And
crazy, isn't it?
some of them they were my kids when I was in. They're still in, and they're leadership now.
Same here. I'm watching all these kids get promoted to sergeant first class,
Oh, yeah,
master
yeah.
sergeant, first sergeant. And I'm just like, man. I said, you were a little shitbag when you first, and to watch you grow and then be that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's definitely like a proud papa
Well,
moment.
and then they, message or what, thank you for, telling me thank you. And I'm like, what did I do, dude?
Yeah.
I was an asshole to you guys.
Yeah. Man, that's craziness. So how did you get into the armory thing? You just something that you enjoyed doing?
I like tinkering.
Yeah.
And I mean, I knew modern firearms, so
Mhm.
I got into the gunsmithing thing. Again, it's one of those things where I'm trying to figure out where I belong right now.
Right.
It's been 14 years since I've been out, and I
Mhm.
still don't really know where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like being in high school all over again, man.
Yeah. I could see the resemblance. Yeah. You
Just-
definitely.
Just don't know.
Do you see future plans? What do you see for yourself in like 10 years?
Well, I really want to get on with the HERO program. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Mm-mm.
With DHS. It's for disabled vets, and they help hunt down child sex traffic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they teach you like the forensics part of IT. So
Yeah.
that you can hunt them down, and I mean, of course, you don't go kicking doors anymore.
Right.
But you point the actual badasses in the right direction.
That's good. That's an amazing thing. I haven't heard of it, but I'm definitely going to look into it.
Yeah,
Learn more about it.
Yeah, they just had I missed it. I was going to apply this year, but the window was not the same window as it was the previous year, so
Mhm.
I missed it. But this coming year, probably they only do once a year.
So with your family, with you coming back, did your family witness a lot of your growth? They see the issues, or was it
Oh yeah,
pretty
oh yeah.
hidden?
They were the ones that were pointing out to me more or less.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. My mom especially. She's like, Ryan, you're not the same. And I was like, well, I shouldn't be the same, but she meant that that you need help.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to explain the kind of help or the kind of support that I needed was really difficult to somebody who doesn't
Understood.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there ever a point in this past 10 years that you had an urge?
To drink?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's mostly, golly, it's mostly when I'm in settings, but
Mhm.
or when everybody else is, or
Yeah.
I mean, my extended family, they all drink a lot. I mean, but my immediate family doesn't.
Mhm.
So that was pretty. I actually miss smoking more than I miss smoking cigarettes more than I miss drinking. I quit smoking about 8 years.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now I'll have dreams every once in a while that I'm smoking.
I quit drinking and I don't do anything, but on occasion, I have to admit, I do smoke a cigarette,
Yeah.
just cause.
Oh no, I was doing like pack and a half, 2 packs a day. I
Oh,
was
no.
yeah.
I'm like a cigarette every 6 months or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When motivation wasn't enough to keep you moving forward, what was?
Really family,
Yeah.
honestly. Being there, knowing, well, my sister had a son right after I got out, and he's like mine. I mean, he's my boy,
Mm-hmm.
and being around for him is really, being around for my daughter, of course, and then being around for my nephew. Just you have to look at the short term, like short term and long term, but the next big thing that's going to happen, my kid's graduating college, right? So I need to be here for that. I
Right.
can't, miss out for that. Or my nephew has a tournament or something. Oh, I need to be here for that. He needs to know that I'm here for him. Same with the rest of my family. And then knowing for me long term, it's, my brother's going to need me, that I can't just give up.
Do you think sobriety cleared your mind
A
space?
lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it made it so I'm not dependent on it.
Yeah.
Like I would drink just so I could like sleep or calm down or whatever. And it ended up being almost every day.
Now, how did you, when you decided to cut alcohol out of your life, was it the meetings? Was it
Oh
cold
no,
turkey?
cold
Was it-
turkey, man.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, I was seeing a girl at the time, and we got into like a really bad argument while I was drunk
Mm-hmm.
in a situation where I should have been, making sure everything was safe and all that. I was shit tanked.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was just like, all right, cool. This is not who I want to be anymore. This is who, I mean, I should be there for people, not having my girlfriend take care of me right now.
Right.
And I stopped for the most part, had a drink occasionally, and then a couple months after that, it was like, no, not at all.
That's good, man. That's crazy. You know, my sobriety started with the help of the local law enforcement in the city.
They have a tendency to do that
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's all like, you know, from all the judges who put me in different programs to, you know, I got nothing but
Oh yeah.
gratitude and nice words to say about them.
Oh yeah. You can't say any. I mean, it bettered you as a person.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, I did a post the other day that was just talking about like I'm in my feelings. I'm about to get a bachelor's in a couple of months, and I never thought that I would
Nice.
utter those words.
Yeah.
And just to see that all the judges liked the comment, look, you know, and it was just like it was oh shit.
Oh yeah. I'm about a year out from mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I never thought that I mean, I didn't think I'd make it to 46, let alone get a degree.
For real?
Yeah.
And did you always saw a cutoff number?
Not really a set number. I just never thought far enough ahead that like, I mean, I did some stupid stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that I probably deserved to have gotten shot for, but I'm here, and that means God had a better plan for me than I did.
When you meet people that you knew in your past and they meet you now, have you ever had anyone to try to judge you from that Ryan and not this Ryan?
Oh yeah. I mean, even Ryan from when I first got out isn't the same one that's sitting here today.
Yeah.
You know, and I've grown as a person to where I can tell, hey, look, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did this. I'm sorry that I was that person, but I'm not anymore. The biggest thing is that the guys in my group chat really, hey, I don't drink, you know. They're like, what? McCamey, you don't drink?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, just huge that they're recognizing. They're like, hey, congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome, you know.
Have you had the privilege of someone saying, because Ryan did it, I know I can do it?
No, not yet. I don't really, I guess I don't really flaunt that I'm sober. It's just, you know, hey, we're going out for drinks. You want to come? No, I don't really drink.
Yeah.
And I try to keep as little attention on me as possible.
That's what's up. I understand that. You know, one of the main reasons I started this podcast was that so that other people in the military, first responders, and you know, people struggling could see that there was an afterlife after the day you decided to change. Just because it doesn't mean your story ends. You can continue to change it, write new chapters. You know, this ain't the way my book's going to end. And it's kind of crazy to get the feedback from different people.
Yeah.
And I've had the privilege of hearing a few people say like, hey man, I'm watching you, witnessing your story, or watching so-and-so come on your podcast and say this and that. It hits them.
Yeah.
So, and one of the biggest things I always try to teach people is like, share your story, because you never know what your story can impact someone else.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, definitely. Things like that I'm okay with, like being a positive. I've never heard myself being called a positive influence, I don't think, as an adult. But if I'm doing something that's going to help somebody else, then I'm all for it.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like I told you, man, you came across spoken real highly about, and I wanted to meet you. And I know we talked about this for a while, but I'm glad you finally took me up on the offer. And, you know, I want people to hear stories like this. I want people to hear that, you know, you struggled, but yet you got up, but yet you're still here, and, and you got big plans and big things in the future.
Definitely. Since I've been out, I don't know if it's the same for you, but since I've been out, I've had at least, I think it's 8 of my brothers that I found out had taken their own lives.
Yeah.
And anytime if I can ever help somebody step away from that ledge, man, I'm there. You can call me.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, we started this thing a few years back where me and a group of guys and girls were like, okay, hey, we need to stop meeting at funerals.
Yeah.
This isn't the only time. We need to travel the United States and see each other.
Yeah.
You know, so we make it like a yearly thing that we pick a different city and we go and we hang out and just kick it. And we've been doing that for a few years now.
Nice. Yeah. I'm not sure with our group of guys, I don't know if they do that. I know there's a couple guys that meet up with each other because they live close.
Yeah.
But actually, there's one from my old unit that lives here in the Clear Lake area, and I haven't seen him since I've been out. No.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. I've had to, excuse me.
Oh, you're good.
I mean, so Man, tell me a little bit more about you, man. Tell me what's going on. What is Ryan up to these days? What are you doing?
Mostly now I am taking classes to finish out my bachelor's. It's a bachelor's of applied technology for cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
That's most of my time. I volunteer. I do an outreach called Heels to Halos. It was started by a lady in the Houston area that was in the clubs, dance clubs, strip clubs, and she found Christ. She wanted to minister to other ladies that are in that situation, get them out of the sex industry altogether. I don't go. It's a bunch of ladies. I drive them around, make sure they're safe, that kind of thing.
That's amazing.
That's once a month for me. I am in church every Sunday.
Yeah.
Reading the Bible every day, trying to get my relationship with God set. That's been the biggest growth.
Did you always have a relationship with God?
I did, man. When I was young, I was raised in the church. And then going overseas, I've been deployed 5 times, seeing everything that happens over there, seeing those people or our people getting hurt. And, I walked away for a long time. But that's, having a family or a church that's praying for you is always the only way to get out of that kind of stuff.
Did you say you walked away from church? Was it because of everything that you witnessed? And
partly that, and partly that I was doing things that I know I shouldn't have been doing, and I felt like I wasn't worthy of it. And then I realized that that's where Christ meets you. Really, is when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, nah, 100%. I had a well, I was close with. I would like to say I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a point in my life where I wasn't sure whether I did believe or didn't believe because of what we witnessed. And, we have questions. If this is possible, how do you let this happen?
Yeah.
Or, it's things like that.
Try to rationalize everything.
Yeah, try to explain, and even till this day, I mean, I believe again, but I have questions.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing wrong with questions.
Yeah.
And also, I'm on the city council in my town in Santa Fe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing.
It's
How long you been doing that?
Since 2024. I got elected in.
Wow.
And it's been a roller coaster. It's amazing. And seeing our little town, I don't know, Santa Fe.
Santa Fe,
it's a little tiny town that's growing like crazy. And people are resistant to the growth and the change. But
a bunch of the older
group,
group. Yeah. It's the same thing we had like locally. And then I think a lot of the Iraq and Afghanistan war veterans, when coming back into, I'm going to use this as an example, like the VFWs.
Mm-hmm.
The VFWs were stuck in a way that weren't changing because of all the older heads. They had built something like, hey, it's perfect. It works. Don't change it.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, the one in Santa Fe shut down.
Did it?
Yeah, that chapter shut down.
Oh, wow.
And the building's for sale.
Whoa. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What made you do politics?
I wanted to see change. And if I'm not going to do it, who's going to do it?
Yeah.
And the best place to affect change is at the local level.
Right.
Everybody thinks, like the president or Congress or whatever, but you got to start small. You got to start at yourself, your family, your community, and change them for the better. And then it radiates out.
Yeah. Do you have aspirations for something bigger than that?
No. I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. That's amazing. I think I thought about it for a little bit. I definitely don't feel like I'm at that place yet.
I think Pearland's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're huge now, man. Yeah. It took you 30 minutes to get from middle of Pearland over here?
Back over here,
yeah. Yeah, man, but that's amazing though. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know that about you. And, as you say, if you want to start at the bottom and be the change you want to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So man, you doing that? You got a full-time job? You're going to school full-time? You're raising kids?
It's a part-time job.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of raising kids. My daughter, this past year, got her own place in Galveston.
Yeah.
She goes to A&M Galveston.
Okay, nice.
And so she got her own apartment and everything. She's all grown.
Does it sound weird saying that?
Yeah, it does. Like, she still comes, visits when she wants a free meal or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
She doesn't really, she takes care of herself now.
Yeah.
Really independent.
Well, yeah, it's amazing. What is coming in from the service and coming in back into civilian world? What do you think one of the hardest transition was besides the the camaraderie. I'm missing your battle buddies.
Civilian life is hard.
Yeah.
The military's simple. You show up in the right place, right time, right uniform. You're 99% of the way there. You just got to be. You just do what you're told, more or less.
Right.
Here in the civilian world, man, it's a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. Some of them are good, most of them aren't, and it's that discernment that you get. It's a curve, a learning curve.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think that was another issue I had coming out, man. I was like, all I knew was being a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing other than that. So, they told me what to wear.
Yeah, exactly.
What time to eat,
exactly.
what time to be there. Like, what do I do now?
Exactly. I think, especially with the workforce, like I don't call in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be sick and I'll still show up at work.
Right.
I mean, stuff like that people don't really get here that we had to do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny that you say that. Yeah. What do you think people misunderstand the most about veterans?
That the what I get, because the PTSD aspect of it is that they think anybody with PTSD could break and can be violent and can, and most of the time I think it's a lot of self-reflection, a lot of internalization, and that we enjoyed doing what we did.
Right.
And we didn't really enjoy what we did. We enjoyed who we were with. And I think that's a big distinction of being a soldier.
I agree. I like that. One of the things that you said, that when people say they think that you'll snap or they'll think this and this, and I hate even hearing that. Like, that's not even
that's not even the medical diagnosis.
Yeah, it's definitely. If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it. How do you, man? Tell me, God, Jesus, I'm excited to hear more about you, and I love the growth process, man. From the time you got out to just figuring out what you're doing, kinda, and just winging it. So did you have to do the whole campaigning and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh, kinda. I ended up running unopposed, so I didn't really have to.
But yeah, but still, yeah.
I had posters out, like the little lawn posters and all that. Yeah.
And so that came to you because you wanted to see a change.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And because the guy I work for, he's one of my good friends. He wanted to run, but he can't because he lives in the county of Santa Fe, not city limits. So
Yeah.
he was like, "Man, you want to do it, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, why not?" And then he kind of financially backed it.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's amazing. If you could talk to your younger self right now, what do you think you would tell them, or what would you think they would need to hear?
Stay away from the drinking and stay away from loose women.
So all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. Leave all that fun stuff. You got plenty of time for fun, man.
Yeah.
Just God never left, man.
Yeah.
He's always there. Always got his hand on you. You might not see it, but it's there.
Do you have a mistake in life that you're actually grateful for it now?
Yeah, that DUI I had in New York.
That was your first?
That was my first one, yeah. So it ended up, I was an E5, just fresh home from Iraq. Actually, I bumped into my CO at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had just left our company. He had just gotten relieved, but he was buying drinks for everybody. Like anybody he knew, he was just throwing liquor down their throat.
Yeah.
And I got a DUI, and I got demoted, got moved companies, deployed to our next deployment to Afghanistan. And the company I was with, it was in the Korengal River Valley, the CAF, or that area, the Kunar province.
Mm-hmm.
And they took heavy attacks, heavy casualties. I mean,
Were they in the bowl?
yeah.
Oh,
It was FOB Blessing.
Yeah.
Up there. Yeah, and they got hit really hard. And we saw a little bit of it. We were on where my company was, we were on the outskirts of it, but they took the majority of it. And I mean, I was like, man, that could have been me. I could be dead. I could be wounded for life. The plan doesn't have to make sense. It works out.
Yeah. So I know did you work the steps?
What's that?
Did you work the steps of sobriety
No.
at all? So you just kind of just did your thing.
Did my thing.
Damn. Yeah. If you had to go back and talk to a few people and say, "Hey, I think I owe you a thank you," or something along those lines, do you ever do that?
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, there was one soldier specifically that I apologized to. We were in Iraq, and our squad got hit with an or a VBIT, not a VBIT, the electronically formed projectile,
Yeah.
EFP. And our squad leader got hit. And he was one of the guys that carried our squad leader out. Like, he lost part of his leg, not the soldier, the squad leader. And after that, he was just like gone. And I was always pushing. I was like, come on, man, we got to do this. You know, don't be a pussy. Let's go. And after being out, I realized, man, that was terrible of me to do that.
Mhm.
Like, dude needed help, and I wouldn't let him go, more or less, and called him names for wanting to get help. And so I reached out to him, and I was like, man, look, I'm really sorry. Not for not realizing what you needed back then. I should have been a better leader than what I was.
Well, that's, and but it comes with, man, growth,
That's it,
maturity.
that's
It
it.
comes with, experiencing those things on your own.
Well, then you got to realize that the mission doesn't always come first.
Yeah.
It's the people who are involved in the mission that need.
But how were you taught back then?
Oh, mission first all the time. Yeah. Complete the mission and then circle back around for the wounded,
Yeah.
you know?
It's crazy because, but now I see the military now, and I don't want to say it focuses a little bit more around mental health, which is
Mhm.
good. I definitely think that mental health should be talked about a lot more than it is, but it is being talked about,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
I think some of the focus, though, is a little skewed on where they focus their mental health.
Tell me what you mean.
Like, they need to be more focused on returning deployments or returning from theaters of operation, things of that nature, or helping people get help and not ostracizing them.
Mhm.
What I've heard since I've, been out is that it's more coddling than actual help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's more, oh, you poor baby, let me go, let's make this easier for you.
Okay.
I mean, I may be completely wrong.
No,
That's
but
just,
I
that's
mean,
just the feeling that I've been getting from my guys that are still in.
yeah. I mean, it's. I feel like it's changing, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, the men in the military aren't wearing dresses anymore.
That's it.
You
That's
know,
it.
so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing against that, man. I'm all to each his own, but just keep it.
Yeah, that's a private matter,
Yeah.
and you should, I don't care who you sleep with.
Yeah.
I'm sure we had.
Oh, we know who they
yeah,
were.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just like, they were our boys too,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
or our girls, whatever.
Yeah. We knew who they were, but just
Yeah,
didn't,
exactly.
didn't fucking talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I definitely agree with you, like mental health and things like that. I like to see it. So you were saying that you had a couple of issues at the VA just because of not just because, but because of the long wait times.
Long wait times, but now it's gotten a little easier now with the community care stuff.
Yeah.
Like I had an appointment last month for my back,
Mhm.
which I had been waiting 3 months with the VA to get to be seen. And the day before the appointment, they canceled.
Canceled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in pain. It hurts, can y'all do something? And then 2 weeks after I get a community care consult, I'm seeing a doctor.
Yeah.
So it's, it's getting a little better on that end of it.
It definitely is. I had the same thing just recently go through with neurology, and they canceled my appointment like the day before I was supposed to go. So I called my primary care and I said, hey, this is the situation. She's like, let me make some calls. Calls me back. She goes, all right, we got you on next week.
Yeah.
They won't be canceled.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, cool.
I mean,
thank
I've
you.
even showed up for like my psychiatrist appointment at the VA.
Yeah.
And while I'm sitting there, they're like, oh, your appointment got canceled.
While you're sitting down?
Yeah. While
Get
I'm waiting.
out of here, man.
Yeah. So
That's crazy. But I hear a lot of negative things about the VA. A lot of, everybody has harsh words, harsh feelings. I actually am in love with our VA, man.
which one do you go to?
Houston,
Oh, in Houston.
Michael
Okay.
DeBecky. I've never had an issue that wasn't fixed promptly.
As
You know?
soon as they can.
Yeah. But the people there are friendly, nice. I've never had any disrespect or.
Now I have used as a urgent care. I've used the VA hospital.
Yeah.
I go to Texas City or Galveston
Mhm.
just because I don't like to drive up there.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Uh,
could imagine.
But I was up at urgent care, and it was the only time it ever happened. And the guy may have been fired for it or whatever. But there's an older man in a wheelchair with the bag when you're incontinent, where you can't, the pee bag.
Oh yeah.
And his ankles were swollen like this, diabetic, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, I've been waiting in this hallway. You guys parked me in this hallway for like 4 hours and I haven't seen anybody. And the orderly just looked at him and said, well, if you don't like the care here, go somewhere else.
Oh, she told him.
He did, yeah.
Oh, he said it.
Yeah, it was.
Dang.
That was the only really bad experience I've seen at the VA.
Yeah.
That was it's enough to piss you off.
Yeah, that'll do it. Man. Yeah. So, with everything that you've learned and experienced outside the military, inside the military, if let's just say by chance a family member wanted to say, "Hey, Ryan, I want to enlist. Should I?" What would your advice be?
You have to be called for it. It's not something that people make fun of it like it's something easy.
Yeah.
Oh, you could just join the military. Well, you really have to know. You have to know you want to be there or are called to be there. I would always recommend, and people have asked me, I recommend make sure you get an MOS that translates to something in civilian world.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an easier transition.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. When people tell me, I say, "Hey, go Air Force." Yeah, go
Air Force or Navy.
Yeah, go Air Force. If not, go Navy. I've still never met no one from the Space Force.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, so I don't even know that's a real
But if you
thing.
want to take a cruise and go chill at different ports all over the world, go to the Navy.
Yeah,
man.
join the Navy. Man, what's something that you learned in the military that you still use to this day? If it's like a saying, a phrase, or just a type of leadership.
A little bit of everything. If you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. That's why right when I knew I was in the wrong place, and I was like, damn it,
Yeah.
that is one of my biggest things. And I always look out for people who need it or who are, I don't like saying weaker, but
Yeah.
that if you can handle it, they can't handle it, help them.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. So getting out, what does strength really look like to you now? I know in our day we were muscles and all that shit.
Now it's more perseverance, man.
Yeah.
It's life is not a sprint,
Mm-hmm.
and being mentally conditioned is more important than being physically.
Yeah.
You have to have your inside right, your mind, your spirit, and then the body will follow.
Man, that's amazing. Well, so we use the term Charlie Mike here. So it's Charlie Mike, Pearland Podcast Studio, Charlie Mike, the podcast. When you hear people say Charlie Mike, what does that mean to you?
Literally continue mission. You got to just keep going on.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing gets bad enough that you have to stop.
Right.
You just, Charlie Mike.
I love it, man. When life hits you hard, what keeps you moving forward, man?
My family. And I love life, man.
It's pretty awesome, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't want to consider the alternative.
Yeah. Man, when we talk about legacy and leaving something for your children, when you want your daughter to think about you, what do you want that lasting impression to be?
That I'm her rock, that I can be, somebody she can depend on and that we'll be there to protect her. And I think she knows that. So that's the biggest thing. And that no matter what, I'm proud of her and I love her. I might not always like her, but I love her all the time. And she's basically me when I was young.
Yeah. That's dang. I liked it. What do you wish Americans understood about the people who served?
That most of us just want to be left alone. That we not necessarily it's not that we don't appreciate being thanked or anything. It's just we don't know how to react to it.
Yeah.
It's a little overwhelming sometimes that we look at it. We're like, we just did a job, man. We just did what we were supposed to do, what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it for thanks or the free meal at Golden Corral once a year,
Yeah. Oh man, there's people that did.
No, I know they're hard. And generally, the more they're talking about specifics, the more it's probably
right. Yeah. 100%. If you had to finish this sentence, service taught me what?
Service taught me that I am stronger than I ever thought I was, and that I am capable of doing things that I never thought I could.
If someone is listening to this right now and they feel stuck, what is something that you would like to tell them?
Everybody gets stuck. Stuck doesn't mean stopped. It just means it's a small delay. You're going to get through this. You're going to make it. Don't don't make a permanent choice over a temporary situation.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. That's a lot to, and you said a lot of jewels. I'll be honest with you, man. And it's amazing that had the opportunity to get to speak to you and learn a little bit about you. Like I said, man, you came highly recommended. My last question to you is, if you were called tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and said, let's go, would you go?
I think I'd be kicked out because I don't think I'm physically where I need to be. But honestly, for me, it's one of those, like, I would rather go than see these kids that haven't had to experience it go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a toll on people, man. It's the mental part of it is just as draining as the physical part of it. And if you're not well, you're trained obviously, but if you haven't experienced that kind of adrenaline high for 24/7 for a whole year, you know, you
a year to 15 months.
That's it. Yeah. You shouldn't have to. These kids, I don't think they're ready. And that's what it feels like to me, that they got not lazy, but they got comfortable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see anybody have to know what it feels like to have to end somebody else. You know, it doesn't feel.
Or bury your friends constantly.
That's it. That is it. And if I mean, with everything going on in the world today, I mean, especially the past week, that's a very real possibility again.
It definitely is. You know what I was thinking though, but would it be more ground? It would be more air.
I think it would be more air.
Yeah.
I mean, at the beginning.
Yeah. I definitely don't see too many soldiers walking around.
Nah, I would hope not. A lot of them like the unmanned stuff.
Right.
And hopefully that's what it stays. But I mean, China's put in on, wanting to do stuff if we, strike Iran, and then Russia's being Russia. And I mean, it's just scary to think that at any point it could all just go crazy.
Do you follow just world news a lot?
I enough to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be blindsided, but
Right.
everything is so skewed one way or the other with even
everything.
Any of the major outlets. Yeah, I like independent journalists a lot better.
It's the same thing. I don't watch the news. The only time I watch the news is if I need to know the weather.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is just from independent articles that I read, and then
I check it. Yeah, exactly. I'll hear something, then I'll check it. Yeah. It's sad to say you can't trust the media anymore, but you can't trust any of them, right, left, whatever.
But you know what's crazy though? A lot of people younger than us, I know a lot of people our age that get their news information from social media, the TikToks or the whatever, and think it's true.
You trust but verify, man.
Yeah.
You hear it. I mean, I do the same thing. I'll hear it and I'll be like, that doesn't sound 100% right, and then I'll go check it and find out that, it was BS. But
it's the same things I hear at the house, like, hey, did you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, actually, let me tell you really, this is what this is.
Yeah.
Oh man. But it's going to get a little crazy before it gets better.
Yeah. I'm not even sure it's going to get better, to be honest with you, but as a whole, we can do it. We can make it through.
Yeah.
Survival, is winning.
Yeah. I still think, man, and this is my opinion, well, we're still better off than the alternative.
That is a fact too. Yeah. I don't think we're as free as we think we are.
Yeah.
But we're a lot better off than a lot of different places. Even like England, the people are getting arrested for posting on social media now.
Man, I saw that. I saw a dude get a couple of years for something he said.
Yeah, something against the government.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And we can still do that currently.
Yeah. But depending on what your job is.
That's a fact too.
Yeah, you need to be careful.
Oh, there was those guys that, was it back in like 08, 09 or something like that? That were the Marines that posted about Obama. And
in uniform?
Well, yeah. They posted on their Facebook page or whatever, and they got in trouble with their units. Yeah, it's just be careful.
Yeah, definitely be careful. But dude, it's been a privilege. It's been a privilege to sit here and talk to you, man.
Thank you, sir.
And get to learn about you a little bit. As always, you guys, I want to tell y'all that if you're struggling with anything, please be sure to reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, and always remember that you can dial 988, which is a suicide hotline, or you can even text 988 and they'll respond back to you. Again, guys, your friends would rather listen to you cry, than be at your funeral. So, as always, thank you for tuning in, and Charlie, Mike.
Thank you all for listening to Charlie Mike the podcast. This is me, Soldier Hard with Redcon 1.